I've been working in the marketing profession, doing the corporate world for most of my career, but my last role was with a social enterprise. And the reason I got that role was because I learned what a social enterprise was. It was at a stage where you're like, you've done your corporate life, you've done all that work, but how about working where you're actually creating impact and you're making the world a better place, basically. This company, it's a restaurant where for every meal they sell, they donate a meal. And I heard the founder speak at an event, and I pretty much pursued them until they gave me a job. And then after a few months, I looked after the whole Plate for Plate initiative for about 4 years, which was just so rewarding, but it was also a chance for me to really learn what a social enterprise is. A social enterprise is like a charity and a business had babies. And that's a very simple way of explaining it. When that role finished, I was like, hold on, there's thousands of social enterprises in Australia. So why aren't people buying from them? Why isn't my daily purchase from a social enterprise? I could go to a supermarket and try and figure out who is selling what, which one's a social enterprise, which one's making an impact, but that's just not manageable. So what I decided to do was create Goods4Good. And it's a marketplace where you have all these products and you can buy it according to the product you need at the moment. Or you could say, you know what, I really care about animal welfare. I know this place looks at Australian social enterprises that impact that. So on the website, you can either click, I want to buy a candle, or you can click animal welfare and see all the products that I have at the moment that impact animal welfare. You get to read about the impact, you get to understand the stories. So that's all there, and you get to buy an amazing product while you're at it. One of the main things I can say about Goods4Good is you are bombarded by media and everything else that there's so many bad things happening in the world. And yes, there is. But I think it's time to help the helpers. There's so many helpers out there. If you don't have the time or the space, which a lot of people don't, just help the helpers. They are doing the job. They're out there helping those people, helping the animals, helping the environment, doing whatever they can because it's their full-time job. It's not your full-time job. And just help the helpers. And if it means buying a product from a social enterprise, one of the things I can guarantee is all the social enterprises on my platform are doing what they're meant to be doing. The impact statements are all out there. So if you're not in a position to donate, just buy a product. You get a product and they get to make the donation.